Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are back for a Chelsea news video. I noticed that I haven't uploaded one of these in a long time. So we've done match reviews, previews, all the stuff, predictions. I was going to look at when the Premier League to kick off on the Saturday or the Friday, whatever day. We're going to do a Premier League predictions because I do like doing them. And you guys seem to enjoy them just as much as Chelsea content. Don't worry, although I didn't do a match preview for the Chelsea versus Zenit game, I did a Premier League. I did UCL predictions, match preview predictions instead. This is still a Chelsea channel and I'm going to keep it going that way. So do not fear. If you're just here for the Chelsea stuff. I was trying to think of something that rhymed. But as I mentioned already, this is a Chelsea news video. So we've got three stories. Some important stories on the world of Chelsea. Found them, gone on the internet, found the most worthwhile stories to tell you about, so you're kept in the know of Chelsea FC. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Just before we do though, make sure you like and subscribe, it helps me out. We are literally 2 subscribers away from 7.5k, which would mean a lot. Because it says we're on 7.5k, we're actually 7,498. So starting off with an interesting one that's been floating around the media for a while. Toni Rudiger, he's not signed a contract extension, although he's turned into a bit of a Maldini, a right-footed. Maldini was right-footed anyway. He's turned into Maldini, the German Maldini, under Thomas Tuchel. He's transformed his career. And although there were apparently reports circling around saying that it was his fault, Lampard got sacked, I don't want to say I'm grateful for that, but without that, if it did happen, Thomas Tuchel would never taken over in charge when they won the Champions League, and Toni Rudiger himself wouldn't be at the level he's at now. I think personally, at the moment, he's one of the best defenders in the world. But his contract does expire at the end of the season, and he is yet to reach an agreement with Chelsea. Now, he looks like he's enjoying his football. There are a lot of rumours circling around because you could get him on a free when his contract expires. You can agree stuff from January the 1st, which is actually only 2.5 months away. And the likes of PSG, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, 3 of the most top clubs in the world, are interested in the German. First of all, PSG. Why would he go there though? They've got Kimpembe, Ramos, Marquinhos already. Unless we got Kimpembe or Marquinhos as part of the deal. But it's a free, so you can just go for free again. Real Madrid do need some defenders off. They lost Ramos and Varane. And then Bayern Munich, why do they need additions? They're just a bit good, aren't they? Why do they need to sign the best players in the world? They've already got a very, very good team. And the reason Chelsea haven't reached an agreement yet is because he's currently on about 100k a week. He wants a raise. Chelsea put forward a £40,000 wage increase to the German, 140k a week, and he turned it down. He is apparently demanding £200,000 a week to stay at Chelsea. That is what Romelu Lukaku earns, Timo Werner, and the other one in Kante. Is he at that level at the moment though? Is he on the level of Kante, Lukaku, Werner? Lukaku and Kante, is he that key to our squad? That is the question. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that question, but for me, it's a yes. We need to give him this contract. I think Chelsea will give in. He is worth 200 grand a week at this current point in time. And thinking we got him from Roma, 30 million or however much it was. Such a bargain. Now, moving on to another German playing for Chelsea who I did actually mention, Timo Werner has emerged as a potential target for Borussia Dortmund, as it's looking likely Erling Haaland will leave this summer. We've spoken about Haaland before, linking him to Chelsea as he does have a release clause in his contract, which can be activated at the end of this season. So this summer, coming 2022 summer, with about £70 million, which is way below his transfer value. So it is a bargain, whoever can do it, but it can't get activated until the summer. He is one of the best players in the world right now, and he's literally 21 years old. It's incredible. He's a machine. He is literally a robot. So there were links linking him to Chelsea, but now we got Lukaku. We're not going to get him. But why would we need him? We just spent 100 million on Lukaku. But it still could affect Chelsea, as if he goes, Dortmund would need a new replacement up front, and they are apparently looking at Chelsea's Timo Werner to fill in, as he was very good in the Bundesliga for RB Leipzig, and I think they'd be able to get him for less than they're selling Haaland for, even though we bought him for 45 million, which is a bargain. On his day, it is a bargain. At the moment, it's not looking like some brilliant business, but he is such a good player. He goes under the radar. Other clubs fans say he misses tap-ins, and he does miss some tap-ins, but he was so key to winning our Champions League success. If he was not playing, without Timo Werner, we would not have won the Champions League. That's a fact. Let that sink in. Without Timo Werner, Chelsea Football Club would not have won their second Champions League. Crazy. Do I think he'll leave? No, unless Tuchel really doesn't play him, which he hasn't really had many minutes this season. But I'm not too worried about losing Werner to Dortmund, as I think he will stay, really. Now, thirdly, I'm going to mention a story very briefly, as I saw a story earlier on Conor Gallagher. But first, I can hear a vibration from my guitar, so I'm just gonna move it a second. And like I said, it is gonna be brief. All I saw on Conor Gallagher, can't really be bothered to try and find the story again, is that he's gonna... Cheers. Thomas Tuchel is looking at giving him a first team spot next season, which is, to be honest, no surprise. He's been balling still in London, over in East London? Is Crystal Palace? South East London? Or, I don't even know. I don't even know. But Crystal Palace have been a bit of a flop towards the start of the season, but a revelation recently. I always knew they were going to get up and running. They've got so much talent in that squad. When Eze and Elise come back from injury, they're going to be absolutely fine. They beat Spurs 3-0, for God's sake. I have found it. It's by Eurosport. I'll just very quickly mention it. He's managed to score 2 goals and 1 assist in 4 games from midfield. And if he gets 1 more goal or an assist, that's already added to his 2 goals and 2 assists from last season for West Bromwich Albion. But having a season of experience in the Premier League, now going up a level, because Crystal Palace are a level up from West Brom. I think West Brom, then to Palace, then to Chelsea, I think it is not too much to ask. In fact, it is thought that there is a total belief that Gallagher will earn a place in Thomas Tuchel's squad next season if he manages to maintain his current form at Palace. Wow, wowzers. Conor Gallagher could join up with Chelsea's senior squad next season if he continues his good form with Palace. It is a South London squad, and if he keeps his current form, he's going to be a good player for Chelsea. He's pretty much like Ruben, Loftus, Mason Mount, in the same sort of position. He presses from the front, he has bundles of energy and can go forwards and defend. He's the perfect midfielder. He's very similar to Mason Mount in a way, and having another Mason Mount in the squad is definitely gonna it's not gonna hurt. Having another Mason Mount in our squad would be very good. And lastly, Jude Bellingham scored for Dortmund last night in the Champions League, assisted for Dortmund last night in the Champions League, got a new record, youngest player to get 2 goals in 2 games in the Champions League. He's a revelation over in Germany, in Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund. Liverpool and Chelsea have been in the race for the youngster. He is still is he just turned 18? I think he's just turned 18. Dortmund only signed him in 2020 for £25 million from Birmingham, who actually retired the number 25, was it, or the 22? They retired his number because he was such a good player for them, even though he's only 17 years old. And people would have taken the mick at the time, but now people who were taking the mick are looking silly now because he's such a good player and he's only 18 years old. He's just turned 18. He's also started a new Bundesliga season in fine form with a goal and 2 assists already in his 4 or 5 Bundesliga games from midfield. So, goodness me, I would not mind him at Chelsea. Chelsea, Liverpool have been in the race before, and apparently Manchester City are in... Where is it? Manchester City are in the race as well, according to the Daily Star. But Dortmund are likely to command a huge fee for a teenager they only signed just a little over 12 months ago. And Sport Bild claimed the figure for Jude Bellingham. Round of applause, drum roll please. £85 million for an 18-year-old. 100 million euros is what Borussia Dortmund will be asking for. A lot more than the 25 they signed him for. But 85, is that really that bad? Yes, that is quite a lot of money. Let's not pretend it's not. It is a lot of money. So now we look at the price of Bellingham. It is all going to be dependent on Chelsea really want to splash £85 million on such a young player who is doing it over in Germany, in Europe, but is he fit enough for the English physicality aspect? We've seen Jadon Sancho flourish over at Borussia Dortmund, but hasn't really picked it up just yet in England. It's going to be interesting, but Bellingham, he's a very good player. He's done it for England at the Euros. Actually, no, he didn't really play in the Euros, but he's a very good player nonetheless. Comment down below your favourite story. Do you think they're true? Do you think they're real? Do you think they're not? Would you sign Bellingham for £85 million? Would you put Conor Gallagher into the first team? What were the others? I've forgotten. Would you give Toni Rudiger a new contract and whatever the other one was as well? Timo Werner, would you sell him to Dortmund? Would you be happy if we sold him to Dortmund? Anyway, that is for today. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, and goodbye.